Hey, look at that! Possessed Cameron is back. Okay, so, short story short, the last video cut out on me. Because I guess my, maximum video time was reached. So we're going to continue on with Hella. We were basically at the halfway point of the video already. So yeah, we're going to move on with Hella. I already went over her board. No, we'll just go over Hella again entirely. Except her board. So she uses these things called soul marks. She can attach these this video's already sucky. She uses these green coins here, right here, called soul marks. And what she could do is she can... Something was on my screen. What she could do is she can attach them to heroes, and after that hero dies, then she gets that soul mark and puts it in Odin's vault. She needs to have at least one soul mark at Odin's vault. Just goes right here. Right at Odin's vault. But she needs at least one soul mark at Odin's vault. And if she has one soul mark at Odin's vault, then she needs 7 allies at Odin's vault. 2 soul marks at Odin's vault. 6 allies at Odin's vault. It's a combination. And she can't have any heroes at Odin's vault, or else she can't win the game. Let's go over cards. I do remember going over the Midgard Serpent, but I will do that again because I just love telling that story of what the heck I did with him. The monstrous stuff I did with that card during the game. It sounds terrible, but it's really not. Basically, how I use his ability. This house has a mosquito in it somewhere. Mosquitoes eat me like I'm candy. I've never seen anybody else who's got eaten as much as I have by mosquitoes. So yeah, time to find the Midgard Serpent. There he is. Midgard Serpent. Midgard Serpent. Yeah, I can tell I'm gonna have to use my flashlight for this. Motorola 7. You can shake the flashlight on and off, and you can hammer it like this, and it turns the camera on. Then you can hammer it like this again, and the camera goes backwards. So just a little fun fact. Yeah, obviously gonna have to use my light a lot for this one. So, why did I turn my camera on? Are you freaking kidding me? You see, there's the Midgard Serpent. So basically, when he's used in a Vanquish action, he can be used to kill every hero at his location with a strength of 5 or less. Yeah, he's really, really powerful. He's probably the most powerful ally in all of Villainous because of that. Not in strength, but just by what he can do. He's an ally to keep at Odin's vault, but he's not necessarily an ally to use towards your goal, because what I like to do with him is when I'm playing as Hela, I like to take him and what I like to do is I like to attach, like if I have 4 heroes at Odin's vault, I could get soul marks attached to them. I'll attach soul marks to all of them. I'll play 4 allies. I'll put Midgard Serpent and 4 more allies at Odin's vault. And if all those heroes are 5 strength and under, I'll use Midgard Serpent to kill all of those allies. Get all the soul marks. That'll be 4 soul marks. And yeah, that'll be 4 soul marks and 4 allies, and I win because there's also no more heroes at Odin's vault. That's actually how I won the game once. I had Scarlet Spider clone, and with the Scarlet Spider clone, they actually affect Taskmaster, the blue dude, who's the only person in the set who's not in the movie yet, but people are saying he's going to, well, it's already confirmed in the trailer, not saying, but it's already confirmed in the trailer, he's going to be the villain of the upcoming Black Widow movie, but we'll get to him later. Actually, the next villain we're going over is him. What was I saying? Yeah, I had the Scarlet Spider clone, and when you played a Scarlet Spider clone, you gotta find the other two Scarlet Spider clones in the Fate deck and play them all to the same location. So that's already them teaming up on. So that's already 3 heroes at Odin's Vault. Then I had Valkyrior and Boulder at Odin's Vault. And what I did was Baldur and Valkyrie can't get soul marks attached to them. But the Scarlet Spider clones can. So I attached 3 soul marks to them, played 5 allies, and the Midgard Serpent. Then I just killed all those heroes and with the Midgard Serpent, and then I won immediately. It doesn't say start your turn with that much, so it's obviously yeah. The next card I want to talk about is, let's see here. So we already talked about the Midgard Serpent. Probably the most amazing card in all of the Marvel Villainous. Marked by Death. Okay, so this will be one card that you're going to use an insane amount of times is Marked by Death. Because what you could do with Marked by Death is you could choose any hero. Well, not any hero, depending on if they affect Hela. All the heroes that affect Hela can't have soul marks attached to them. She can choose a hero in any domain and attach a soul mark to them. And, like, what I like to do is if I'm going against somebody who's playing as Killmonger, part of Killmonger's goal is to kill Black Panther. Rip Chadwick Boseman. Wakanda Forever is actually the next review that's coming. I have Wakanda Forever. I was going to do it before Marvel Villainous to honor Chadwick Boseman because he's one of the greatest actors ever. But I wanted to finish off the Villainous before time went by. So what I like to do is when that's, I got the next card I'm reviewing right here, and I'm playing against Killmonger. Part of Killmonger's goal is to kill Black Panther. So I like to attach a soul mark to Black Panther. So when Killmonger kills him, that's a guaranteed soul mark. And then Hela's fate cards have some resurrection crap going on with them, and I'll just play that. I'll just play another Marked by Death on them because there's like 4 of them in our deck. The next card I want to talk about is the Seer. They're really strong, of course. So they look like you can't really see them that well, but literally it says the Seer may be played from your discard pile. So yeah. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, that's literally their ability to be played from discard pile. Draugr Swordsman, the most common ally in your deck. They get 1 strength for each Draugr Swordsman that's in your discard pile. Leah is really good. She's like a different version of Hela, that's why she's kind of spelled similar. Leah, same letters that are in Hela's name. She might be like Hela's daughter or something like that. You know, I gotta look that up. Who is Hela's daughter? If she even has a daughter. Jeffy the Monkey. That's the new SML episode, Jeffy the Monkey. Sweet. I'll have to watch that tonight. The nastiest mess ever. Oh boy. When Leah is played, you may attach a soul mark to 1 hero at her location. Another card that could do that is Night Sword. If you activate it, attach a soul mark to a hero without one at this location. That's about going to do it for Hella's cards, because I don't want to hit the maximum video. That reach in. Oh, crap, we gotta talk about our specialties. Raise the Dead, Dragger Swordsman can be played from your discard pile, just like the D-Seer. Sorry, I'm kind of saying these wrong in case any of you get mad by that, but I don't see why you would. Because I doubt most of you don't know how to say swords either. Next we have Hellas Biding. Each time another player defeats a hero with a strength with an attached soul mark, gain 3 power. That's really good if you have a soul mark on Black Panther. And that's only if you're playing with Killmonger, because that's like guaranteed. It's not guaranteed that any other people are going to kill heroes, because most of the time it's not really required. And our last specialty is Hand of Glory. Choose a hero from the... If you activate it, choose a hero from the Fate discard pile and pay power equal to their strength, then play them to any domain and attach a soul mark to them. That's a good card to have if you want to play Black Panther. Too bad he's 4 strength, so that's 4 coins. Good thing you don't have it. Good thing you don't have to pay for the activate action. Let's get to her piece. Because her piece is really cool. It auto turns off. So this is her piece. It's literally her headset on, like, the build of her body with the cape. And it's honestly just really cool. I love it. Let's get to Taskmaster. Let's get to his piece first so I don't forget. Taskmaster, he kind of has, like, the skull there. And then you have, like, this thing going down into the shield that's on the bottom. And then on the back you have that sword. I don't know if, like, this thing's supposed to resemble, like, really long teeth, and this part's supposed to resemble a bow or something, because he has a bow too. But I don't know. He's really cool though. Now the funny thing is that I don't think I've actually decided on a ranking for the Villainous. I already know that Killmonger and Hela are my least favorites. I can't really decide for Taskmaster, Ultron, and Thanos, though. I admit that I was being a little bit biased on Ultron's ranking. Because he's my favorite Disney villain, that's how you even use the wording. But I'm going to rank the Marvel Villainous characters at the end of this video. Okay, so this is the schedule. I'm going to release 2 separate videos tonight. It's going to be me ranking it's going to be me talking about the heroes, because that's honestly really important. Like, no, actually, no, I won't do that, because if you go to the Lord of the Board's channel, that's his name, Lord of the Board. He has like 3,000 something subscribers, but he does strategy guides on all these villains. He's already done all the villains besides Killmonger on his strategy guide, and he tells you the fate cards that you're going to have to worry about. So I'm not going to steal his thunder. But yeah, let's get to Taskmaster's domain. So he has the second longest line of them all. I can counter anything you throw at me. I can mimic and adapt to any move you make. I can anticipate any blow. And the Black Widow trailer showed him using the claws like Black Panther. He could block and throw a shield like Captain America can. He can fight like Black Widow. He can land like Spider-Man. Fight like Black Panther. Shoot a bow and arrow like Hawkeye. There's a lot of theories going around that Hawkeye was Taskmaster, because I think that Black Widow, she goes back and visits her family, her first family, because she said the Avengers were her only family, and I think that takes place in Budapest. I don't know yet. And Hawkeye said, like, me and you remember Budapest very differently and stuff like that. They were talking about throughout most of it, a lot of it, parts of Age of Ultron, they were talking about Budapest. So something happened. So his board, his ability, he's probably the easiest in this game. Well, not in all of Villainous, just he's the easiest in Marvel Villainous. have 4 allies, each with 5 or more strength, and each at a different location. So his locations are Solomon Institute. Oh. His locations are Solomon Institute. Training room. Armory. And Camp Hammond. Sorry if I'm blinding you guys. I'll make sure I put an epilepsy warning in the title if this would even, affect it. Taskmaster is the only person in the game who doesn't have a special piece to him, like cardboard tokens or soul marks or anything. But that honestly makes him the special one in the set. I gotta admit, though, when I opened the game, I did not expect to get this many cardboard tokens. Oh, here's the Scarlet Spider clones, just in case you wanted to know what they look like. Okay. First card right off the bat. A great card to start with. Taskmaster's Sword. Taskmaster's Sword gives all of Taskmaster's allies gain +1 strength while at the same location of Taskmaster's Sword. Now, what Taskmaster's going to use to make sure he has strength is there's these little +1 tokens, and they have -1 on the bag, and I didn't know that bag was open. I thought I closed it. But they also have -1 signs on the back, like there's a +1 and there's a -1. It gives them minus strength. So, now, I played a 5-player game of Marvel Villainous by myself yesterday. And let me tell you, they went through about half of the Fate deck. Because there was an event called Avengers Assemble, which made them keep having to play Fate cards on themselves. And they were just having a blast because they never had enough allies to get rid of them. I mean, Taskmaster is the worst one to get events played on him just because he has all that built-up strength in him. I mean, he has to build up that strength to keep those allies, right? I don't know what I was saying. I'm focused on something else. His cards, yeah, Taskmaster's Sword. Okay, so the last time the video clocked out at about 40 minutes, so I think we have enough time to go over all of Taskmaster's allies. So the first ally, probably the worst one I think it is, oh, I want to keep that there, no wait, no, he's not the worst one, that might be Jagged Bow, is Death Shield. He gets +1 strength for each hero at his location. So if somebody plays a Scarlet Spider clone on Taskmaster, and there's no allies at their location, it's really good to play Death Shield to their location. Because that's 3 of them, that's already giving Death Shield 6 strength. Trainees, I'll just say they're kind of good. I never used them before. Taskmaster's Shield. When an ally is at this location would be defeated or removed, you may remove Taskmaster's Shield instead. Let's just get his items over with. Let me skim through this. See, here it is. The worst of the items, I don't really see why I would ever want to use this. Taskmaster's Bow. This location gains Vanquish. You're trying to keep your allies, not discard them. So I think that's definitely the worst. I mean, if you need to get rid of a hero, then get rid of it. If you need to get rid of a hero that bad, then get rid of it. But Conduct Exercise, Perform and Activate Action. This is a really good card because let me find a card that it's really good with. And there's only 2 of these cards in your deck. Not this card, Training Dummy. There's only 2 in your deck. You definitely want to make sure you keep those. Training Dummy. If you activate it, place a +1 strength token on an ally you control at this location. So, let me count how many of these performing exercise cards there are. Conduct exercise cards in here. So there's 1, 2, tree, 4, and that's it. There's 4 of them in this deck. So what I like to do is I like to go to the training room where Taskmaster could play 2 cards, and if I have somebody like, where's the next ally at? If I have somebody like... Next ally, Anaconda. If I had somebody like Anaconda at my... at a location, at the same location as a training dummy, I would play both those cards at the training room where you could play 2 cards, and she would get 5 strength. Next ally is Blood Spider. When Blood Spider is played, you may relocate a hero from any location to Blood Spider's location. Crossbones is really good. Crossbones may be played from your discard pile. See here. Here we go. Here's the bad one. The bad ally, Jagged Bow. After relocating or playing Jagged Bow to an event, you may relocate him or play a second ally at the same event for free. At the same time, some events, like a lot of the events, can be hard to get. Black Ant. When Black Ant is played, you may play another ally from your hand for free. He's a really good card. That is indeed a really good card. It's the last of Taskmaster's allies, and we'll move on to his specialties, and we'll be done with Taskmaster. Diamondback. When Diamondback is played, place a -1 strength token on any hero at Diamondback's location. And... oh, did I say this was the last? Oh, I thought there was one more, but I guess not. Now let's get to his specialties. Okay, so here I'm about to read you the longest pack... the longest... no, my mom just said she just grabbed a whole package. Sorry about that. The longest text of any villainous card. Like, look how much text this is. So it says if you activate it says after another player plays an effect card from their hand, you may immediately pay 1 power to attach that effect to photographic reflexes. On your turn, you may use an activate action to play the effect attached to photographic reflexes and discard the effect to the original villain's discard pile. So basically, short story short, somebody else's turn, they play an effect. You can if you're playing as Taskmaster, you can automatically pay 1 power. You don't have to activate it to do this. Then on your next turn, you can perform an activate action and use that effect card. And the reason why is because Taskmaster was somebody who was born with photographic reflexes. After he sees a move, he can automatically copy it. In Black Widow, it shows it shows him standing right in front of a giant screen, watching Black Widow fight, and he's watching it so he could fight like that. He's training them in the Red Room, which I really wish was the location on here, but he trains them in the Red Room, and that's where Black Widow grew up and was trained at. Now he only has 2 specialties, probably because he's really easy to compared to all the other villains in this game. Lesson Plan. If you activate it, you can activate it to play 1 coin. Oh, where's the flashlight at? It auto turned off again. You pay 1 power to activate it. Find an item or effect in your discard pile or deck and add that card to your hand. This is a really, 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 really good specialty for Taskmaster. Every single game, I lose at least 1 trainee dummy to those pesky fate cards. Mainly Molecular Rearranger, which makes you choose a card, either an ally or an item card in that player's domain, and they must discard all copies of that. It's a card that affects Ultron, but it always gets played on me if I play as Taskmaster. And They discard a training dummy. This lesson plan card is phenomenal. You can take any of those training dummies out of your deck or discard pile and add it to your hand. It's purely amazing. I was going to say one more effect card. I never actually used this card because I never really needed to, but it's a really good card to know that you have. Redeploy. Relocate up to 3 allies you control. So, like, if you want to do it how you, like, have all your allies in one location, then you need to relocate 3, then you can just move them anywhere. But that does it for Taskmaster. Definitely in my top 3 favorites. I don't know if he's 3 or not. Okay, now let's get to the final hero of the day, Killmonger. This is actually one of the villains I predicted to be one of the last 2 villains in the set, and I got it right, so you know. Oh, actually, I'll be releasing 3 videos tonight. I don't have Wakanda Forever with me at this house, so I'm going to have to wait till I go to my mom's house, which should be tomorrow night, to do a review. But I don't know if I'm going to do a review tomorrow night, but I'll try. I'll probably find more videos to do. Yeah, I got some board games here, but I don't think any of them are review worthy for my 5 subscriber standards at this moment. At this very moment, I only have 5 subscribers. 3 of which are my mom. 2 of which are my mom, my dad, and my grandma. Just for the support, you know. And one unlucky soul who's unfortunate enough to stumble upon my videos, and my girlfriend. But yeah, next videos tonight is going to be the rest of this, and then and at the end of this video, I will rank the villains, but the next video I'm going to be ranking all the villainous villains. And then, after that... Crap, what was I going to do after that? Oh, I'm going to give you my Marvel Villainous predictions. Actually, if you go and watch the Marvel Villainous How to Play, the top highlighted comment is actually my comment. And, it shows my predictions, but I'll tell you in a video. Because, you know, I did it for Disney Villainous, why can't I do it for this? But anyways, Killmonger's board. It shows him at the beginning of the movie when he's wearing his mask. But yeah, that's Killmonger. His line is that, I will show the world Wakanda's true face and they will kneel before us in fear. Trust me, you do not want to see me do the Wakandan accent. Or hear it. But his board, the way it looks, it's honestly probably my favorite. Really like the look of his board. His objective. You're not going to get his objective at all if you haven't watched Black Panther. And even so, his goal could probably be a little confusing, because this is probably the one guide in the game, well, besides Thanos, where you really, really, really going to need to study that villain guide. I mean, not for me. I got it the first time I read it through, but that's because I'm a villainous champ. Lord of the Board thinks he's so good at villainous. Well, if I ever meet you, I challenge you to a game of villainous. And he'll probably win, but either way, I'm still really, no mean to brag, but I am still really good at this game. Nobody has ever beaten me in a game of Marvel Villainous, except my mom, but that's because she was playing, it was her 5th time playing, she was playing as Prince John, and I was playing as Jafar. Later, it was when I had the original Green Villainous, which is up on my bed there, and it was only when I had the Green Villainous, and Jafar's the hardest in that set, and Prince John's the easiest in that set, so you see why she won. His look, also, me and her are about the same train as Villainous. He had Warrior Falls, Institute of Technology, the Great Mound, and the Golden City. Okay, so actually, speaking of the Golden City, let's get to his cardboard tokens. He has 2 of them. We'll finish off the cardboard tokens here. Both of these are actually double-sided. If Okay, so first one we have Claw. Oh, wrong side. We have Claw. One of the leaked cards before Villainous came out, I honestly thought it was a regular card, but his ability is Claw starts the game at Golden City. Whenever Claw is defeated, flip this tile over to reveal Challenge for the Throne, which is this card. It's literally on the back of him. Move the challenge for the throne, then move the tiles in this pile to the specialty area of your domain. So, your first part of your goal, he has a lot of steps to his goal. First part of his goal, Claw has to start at the Golden City here, and you can move him, but I never had to move him. Then you have to kill Claw, and then what you do is you flip it over to challenge for the throne, and you put it on your specialty space. Then you have to activate it for 2 power. Then after that, you're going to have to find Black Panther and play him to Warrior Falls. And if Black Panther's already in play on another player's board, then just relocate him to Warrior Falls. But Black Panther gets +2 strength while on Killmonger's board, so that's 6 strength. Then you have to kill Killmonger. Well, the other cardboard token you're going to have is at the beginning of the game, until you kill Black Panther, it's going to be this. The mines are lost. After you kill Black Panther, you're going to flip it over to control the mines. After you do that, you're going to have to find 2 cards called Explosives, which will be the first card we go over for Killmonger. And then you're going to have to activate it for 2 power twice to relocate 2 of those explosives to another player's domain. Now, it sounds difficult, but honestly, Killmonger is almost as easy as Taskmaster is. He's definitely the second easiest in the set. Well, I think Hela is. I did see a review where he's like, oh, Thanos... Well, I was reading the reviews on Amazon to see what people thought of this game. He's like, oh, Thanos had like 5 Infinity Stones and Hela's over here, like, not even halfway done for gold. I was like, and I'm over here like, you're just stupid. Because Hela, whenever anybody else, even me, plays as Hela, Hela's always wins. Okay, so first card we're gonna be talking about explosives! Explosives, some of the most dangerous weapons in the world. Remove this item to defeat up to 2 characters at this location. Explosives cannot defeat characters with a strength of 5 or more, so you can't use them to kill Claw. Let's get to his specialty, his one specialty. Armored Rhino. Heroes at Killmonger's location lose 1 strength. I think I'll just go down this whole thing of cards. Wound. When wound is played, attach it to a character you do not control in your domain. That character loses 2 strength. Execute plan, perform an activate action. And it does show him like actually exploding the building, so it's basically telling you like use this for explosives. Hacking rig. I never actually use this card, but it's cool. You cannot activate hacking rig if you have the most power. Gain power if you cannot activate hacking rig if you have the most power. Excuse me. But if you don't have the most power, you can activate this and gain power equal to half the amount held by the player with the most power rounded up. Not that great of a card, but it's good. Okay, this is the card that will definitely help you kill some people. Killmonger's Fury. Defeat a character with a strength of 4 or less in your domain. Great card. Purely great. Weapons Cache. On your turn, you may pay up to 3 power for each power you pay. Reduce the strength of any character at the same location as Weapons Cache by 1 until the end of the turn. Great to use to kill Claw or Black Panther. Speaking of Killmonger's Fury, Rage of Kalaluna? I don't know. Is one of his specialties. Before moving your villain, you may discard a card from your hand to find Killmonger's Fury, then add it to your hand. His last specialty, Heart-Shaped Herb. Gain play card. Heart-Shaped Herb cannot be played if Claw is in your domain. Any other cards that I want to go over? Oh, this is actually what I used to kill Black Panther last time I was with King. Okay, so I used Weapons Cache to kill Claw, but Claw was in Golden City, and Black Panther's all the way on the other side of the board. At Warrior Falls. So what I did was I used Weapons Cache, then Killmonger's Fury to kill Claw. Then I played King to Black Panther's location. And when King is played, you may relocate an item you control in your domain to his location. So I played King to Black Panther's domain, and he has 4 strength. He's really good. I relocated Weapons Cache to King's location, paid 2, and then I went to Warrior Falls, which is where the Vanquish action is. Paid 2 coins, reduced Black Panther's health down to 4, and then killed him with a Vanquish action. Next we have is Taunt. Relocate any character in your domain to a different location in your domain. This is actually a really good card, and it's only for 2 coins too. Place a +1 strength token on all allies in your domain. Oh no, wait! Hold on. Does he seriously... Dude, this guy seriously has 4 specialties in his deck. Stolen Wisdom. I forgot about this one. If you have 3 or fewer cards in your hand at the end of your turn, instead of drawing, you may reveal cards from your deck until you reveal 2 items and add those items to your hand. That's really good. We'll conclude this with